there. So this week you're going to be dealing with summary statistics, which are the mean, the median, the mode, the variance, standard deviation, range, all that good stuff. It is good to go old school and pick up a pencil and write all these down and add them all up, divide by the number of terms to get the average, the mean. But ultimately, because of time constraints, right, on the, I don't want to say the T-word test, you either want to use your calculator, okay, and there's the steps in Blackboard of how to enter in the data and how to very quickly get these stats. However, I don't know if you're aware about StatCrunch. It's kind of nice because even using your calculator, although it's faster than sitting and doing it by hand, you still got to put all that information in your calculator. So if I click here on the side, I can do an open in StatCrunch. And so open in StatCrunch, and it already has my values in here, so that's kind of nice. I don't want to care, I don't want to learn about their sessions. I can now go to stat and summary stats, because that's what this is, right? Summary statistics. And my data is in a column. I select column 1. You can, change all this stuff out, within here they have all different kinds of things that you can even add to it, but I'm just going to take what they give me and I'm going to hit compute, and just immediately I get the mean. So adding all the numbers up, dividing by however many there are, 10, I get 20.48. Fantastic. Did a good job there. The median right there, 14.35. Remember, the median is the value in the middle. But if there's an even number of values, then it's actually the two middle values averaged. Okay, so you'd add the two middle values and divide by 2, which is what they did for you, which is 14.35. Well done, just like a steak. The mode, in this case, the mode is just what is the value that's repeated. Okay, the most often, there is no value that's being repeated. Excellent. The mid-range, let me get back here, is taking the max plus the min. So got my calculator, the max 38.4 plus the min 9.1, and then I divide that by 2. So I get 23.75, okay? So I just wanted you to be aware that that's in here because it's really good for, yeah, we don't care, we're leaving. It's really good for when you're doing the standard deviation and variance. Again, it's not a bad idea to go through one example on paper so you understand that the standard deviation is just the spread of the data, how far you are away from the mean. And you recognize that when you do it by hand because you're taking each data value, subtracting the mean, squaring it, dividing by n-1, okay? But who wants to do all that, right? And so I look here and I say, well, let's open this in StatCrunch. Let's get my summary statistics again for this column. You go right chair. And this one has my range, 28.8. Hello, 28.8. Nice work. But then here's the better ones, right? Because these take a while. It says round to 2 decimal places, so it looks like it's going to be 142.68. 142.68. However, I tell students you still should go through, a small number example like this on paper so you recognize what's going on. And then you just say, yeah, sure, Cindy, and you just go in here and 11.94, and it makes it a lot faster, of course, to answer these. All right, so that's the material for this week. Again, you want to summarize statistics because I realize that right now it might be, well, what's the big deal? There's only 10 values. Well, what if you had 1,000 values, right? And your boss doesn't want to see a spreadsheet of 1,000 values. He wants to see, well, what's the average? How spread out is the data? What's the middle value, the median? So don't forget, if you're very comfortable with your calculator, that's fine. It'll do the same thing, right? But don't forget that you do have that option to use StatCrunch if you want to. So let's have a wonderful week and contact me if you have any questions.